So you know, like I know, that there is a ton of information out there about nutrition. You should be doing this diet, you shouldn't do this diet, eggs are good, eggs are bad, coffee's good, coffee's bad. It just makes it very complex and confusing. So I've come up with 2 questions that you can ask yourself to try to simplify the complex. Now, these 2 questions that you can ask yourself, both of them may not apply to you, but at least one of them will. And my point with these 2 questions, again, is to take something that seems so complex and just down it a notch, make it simple, okay? So just know you can go in more depth with this. But before asking those 2 questions, I think there's a basic thing we need to know about nutrition. And that is that all foods, everything that we consume, is made up of macronutrients. And those macros that we sometimes call are fats, proteins, and carbohydrates. Those 3 together form calories, right? So all food is made up of calories. But what is a calorie? A calorie, the definition of a calorie, is a unit of energy. So the food that we consume, God created to give us energy to perform our task during the day. He also created food for us to enjoy, and sometimes we overindulge and enjoy too much. But the food that we consume is used for our energy. It's an energy source. That's what a calorie is, a unit of energy. Now, the first question that you can ask yourself before you eat anything is, am I hungry? I know that seems simple, but I know a lot of times we mindlessly eat. So we may be sitting there watching TV and just grab a handful of popcorn or M&Ms or whatever your go-to thing is and just throw it in our mouth without even thinking about it. Or we may be at the office or our job and there's some snacks and we just grab it and throw it in our mouth without even thinking about it. We're not even hungry. So before you stick that in your mouth, say, am I actually hungry? Is my body needing this right now? Or if we're at the dinner table and you've eaten, but there's still some left on your plate, before you finish it, ask, am I full? Am I actually hungry? Or am I just doing what my mom told me to do, and that is make a happy plate, and I've been doing that since I'm 2 years old. So listen to your body, be more aware. I know this question, if you're going for performance or bodybuilding or something like that, then this question may not necessarily apply to you because it's more of a timing issue on that. But just remember, before you stick anything in your mouth, think, am I actually hungry? The second question is, it goes back to our definition of a calorie. A calorie is a unit of energy. So is what I'm putting in my mouth, is it going to fuel me or is it going to drain me? Now, for performance or bodybuilding or whatever, this definitely applies to you. And it applies to everyone as well. That food that we're putting in our mouth, if we're putting junk in, we're going to get junk out. Junk into our performance at our job, our performance with our kids. All that is going to be junk. But if we're putting good nutrition in and putting that good stuff in, then our performance is going to be good, whether that's in the gym or at the job or at home, wherever, we're going to be performing at peak capacity. Now you think about a race car that is a well-oiled machine, that thing is bad to the bone. Well, they're not putting that cheap stuff in, they're putting the good stuff in so it can perform at its peak. It's the same with our bodies. We need to be putting the good stuff in so we have the energy to do the things that we are trying to do throughout the day. So again, these 2 questions, again, simplifying nutrition, just down in a notch, are, am I actually hungry? And is what I'm about to put in my mouth, is it going to fuel me or is it going to drain me? I hope these 2 questions will help you in your pursuit of whatever your health and fitness goal is. I hope today has encouraged you and motivated you to get out and get moving and stay moving. Hope you guys have a great day and God bless.